All right, guys, so today we're going to be talking about pistols. So pistols are a one-legged squat. There's a few things to do beforehand to get ready for a pistol. Number one is going to be stretching out your hamstrings and your glutes. And the other thing is going to be getting a good couch stretch in on a wall or on a box or something like that. That way you just make sure everything is set and ready to go. The other move I would really suggest is getting in regular air squats in and using a band around your knees to really force the knees out and force that action. When you do a pistol, you want your weight to be primarily on the outside part of your foot, even more than in a regular air squat, but that's just going to warm you up for the move. Okay. Ankle flexibility is also another big thing. You can come over to a post, put your foot up, make sure you're bending your knee before pistols and trying to get the ankle stretched out and getting that knee more towards your pinky toe. That way you can have more range of motion as you go down. So pistol squat, pretty simple sounding, harder in execution. So when you first start, we'll go 1 foot up off the ground. And again, you want that weight primarily on the outside part of your foot. You can grab your foot out front here. You can grab your foot to the side here. Each way is fine. It's just going to depend on you. If you have tight hamstrings, this one's probably not going to work for you, and you'd be more like so. Okay. So as you go down, we're going to lower down. We want to get just like a regular squat. We want to get the hip crease below the knee, and then come up without touching the off foot to the ground. Now, you can touch the off foot if you're trying to scale or modify, and that could help give you some balance while still building strength here. But if we're trying to do this prescribed, we want to try and keep that leg, that foot up off the ground. Now, how do we get there? How do we build up to a pistol? The first thing I would recommend is getting a box or a bench. I'm just going to grab this box here. Yeah. And starting very slow, just coming up off of one leg. Okay, you can go lower and lower and lower until you're doing that movement up off of a ball. Okay, so just starting with working on the range of motion is going to be really, really huge. Once we get past that and you feel about coming up off a box or maybe even a low ball, then we can start working on your balance and your descent and your ascent coming back up. So come on over here, and we can use this band to really help us out and help with the balance. Okay, so again, you can grab your foot if you need, but we're going to go down. We're going to use that band, lean back against it. Make sure the whole time that this heel is on the ground. That way you have a good solid base, and then we're going to drive up from there. Okay, if you feel yourself off balance here using the band, we can actually hold a med ball in front of you. That's going to counter you out. But again, I think best way to get balance on this is going to be grabbing that foot in front and going up and down here. Okay. When we use the band, we don't want to bounce up and down. Just the same way we don't want to bounce up and down without the band. We're just doing regular pistols. That's going to put a lot of pressure on your knee, and we just don't want that kind of stress. When you go down, your knee is going to come more forward than in a regular squat, and that's okay. We're still putting we're still primarily putting a lot of stress back here on your glutes, on your hamstrings when we do this, and that's where you probably and should feel the most sore after you do the pistol. Okay, so that's going to be the pistol for today. Again, go back, check out some mobility stuff that you can do as far as a couch stretch and warm-ups with that band, and that's it for the pistol.